You were never chasing him. You were being pulled by fate. These words aren't just a title. They hold a divine truth meant specifically for your soul. From the first moment you felt that magnetic pull, the yearning, the ache, you thought it was a pursuit. But it was destiny. It was your soul recognizing its other half through lifetimes of memory. If you feel this message was meant for you, subscribe now and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the signs meant to guide you. This channel was created as a sanctuary for twin flame souls like yours. You thought you were chasing him, didn't you? Silently following his energy, showing up in dreams, replaying his name in your prayers. But you weren't. What was truly happening was the universe pulling your energy toward a sacred transformation, using him only as a mirror. He wasn't the destination, he was the door. And now you're ready to walk through it. Your soul remembers what your mind tries to forget. That promise made before time. That contract signed in light. He was never the prize, he was the signal. A sacred invitation to return to yourself. And the pain you feel isn't because he ran away. It's because your soul is trying to catch up to who you truly are. He awakened something dormant in you. A spiritual hunger. A longing too deep to name. But hear this. You were never meant to chase. You were meant to rise. This is the moment where you stop looking outward and begin listening inward. Because fate doesn't scream, it whispers. The more you ran toward him, the more your own path blurred. The more you tried to hold him, the more the divine tried to hold you. Let that settle in your spirit. Maybe he left because the universe knew you needed space to see yourself clearly. Sometimes, separation is the beginning of sacred alignment. You were chosen for this journey. Not to suffer but to remember. Every emotion you feel, every ache in your chest is sacred. You're not broken, love. You're birthing. Your pain is your soul remembering the love that was never gone, only hidden behind human illusion. He didn't run from you. He ran from himself. And fate stepped in to protect your timing. Divine union can't be rushed. So now, instead of chasing him, anchor into you. Anchor into your light, your purpose, your calling. When you do that, the energy shifts. And everything you're meant for begins to rise. Have you noticed how certain songs feel like your story? Or how a phrase will echo in your heart for days? That's not coincidence. That's communication. Your guides speak through synchronicities. Don't ignore them. Lean in. The signs are everywhere if you're ready to receive. You have a sacred fire within you that cannot be put out. Even if he blocked you, walked away, or disappeared, the connection remains. Not because you're obsessed, but because your souls agreed long before this life began. Fate has a way of keeping its promises, even when we forget them. There's a version of you that already knows how this ends. She is calm. She is radiant. She no longer doubts. She has stopped chasing and started magnetizing. She no longer asks why he left, because she understands that his absence was the catalyst for her awakening. You were never meant to be small, begging for love. You were meant to be sovereign, embodying it. Divine love doesn't need to be hunted. It returns when the soul is ready. You're not waiting, you're becoming. And that changes everything. Let go of the stories others told you about love. You're not too much. You're divine. You're intense because your soul is ancient. Your emotions are vast because your mission is sacred. Stop apologizing for being cosmic. Start embracing what makes you unforgettable. You'll begin to notice that the more you choose yourself, the more the universe aligns around you. People fall away, truths rise to the surface, and clarity comes like waves. This isn't loss, it's recalibration. It's your higher self rearranging reality so your destiny can land. Every breath you take is part of a divine design. The ache, the signs, the strange dreams, all leading you here. to remembrance, to empowerment. You don't have to understand it all today. You only need to trust that you are not alone in this path. He may have forgotten, but the soul never does. Deep down he feels it too. Pull. The longing. The recognition. He may not act on it now, but don't let that delay your growth. This journey is about you. He was the flame, but you are the fire. Your softness is not weakness. Your surrender is not submission. It's sacred strength. Only the brave can love this deeply. Only the awakened can feel the truth beneath the silence. You are one of them. And that matters more than you know. As you walk forward, know this. Your fate isn't chasing someone who doesn't see you. Your fate is becoming someone who sees herself fully. And from that place of radiance, the right things begin to chase you. He will feel it. He will sense it. The shift, the rise, the glow. Your evolution will echo in his spirit. And maybe one day when he's ready to stop running from his own soul, he'll find his way back. Not because you chased, but because you became magnetic. This is where your power lives. In trust, not fear. In energy, not effort. In surrender, not struggle. Let fate do what it was always meant to do. Pull you into your highest timeline. And if he's meant to be there, he'll arrive without force. Let this message live in your heart. Come back to it when you forget. And if this truth touched something in you, subscribe now. You are not alone in this. Here you are understood. Here you are remembered. If this message has awakened something within you, give back by simply checking if you're already subscribed to this channel. That small action ensures you never miss the divine guidance your soul has been waiting for. And in return, the universe continues aligning paths, people, and moments to confirm you're exactly where you need to be on this sacred twin flame journey. You are not here by accident. Just reading these words shifts something in your energetic field. There's a reason your heart beats faster when you hear the term twin flame. Your soul is responding. This is your activation. A deep spiritual nudge that reminds you, your story is still unfolding and you're not alone in it. Every tear you've cried was watering the garden of your becoming. Every silence you endured was echoing into the chambers of his heart. Though he may not show it, your energy has touched him. Your release did not sever the connection, it deepened it. Because when you stopped chasing, the truth started chasing him. Do you feel the pull even in moments of peace? That's not longing, it's alignment. You're not being punished for loving deeply. You're being prepared to receive love in its purest, most sacred form. The kind of love that honors your soul, not just your body. The kind of love that transcends time and distance. You may wonder why he hasn't returned. But beloved, what if the divine is asking you to return to yourself? To the version of you that existed before the fear, before the abandonment, before the illusion of separation. That's where your power is. That's where the reunion begins. There's a divine whisper in every delay. A celestial pause filled with purpose. Maybe you were not being rejected but redirected. Redirected to healing. Redirected to purpose. Redirected to the sacred truth that you don't have to wait to be whole. You already are. The day you stopped begging for breadcrumbs was the day heaven opened another door. And through it came a new version of you, wiser, softer, stronger. You didn't lose him. You found yourself. And that discovery will echo into every corner of your twin flames awareness. Have you noticed how the dreams have changed? They're not always about reunion now. Sometimes they're about elevation, rebirth, transformation. That's no accident. Your higher self is guiding you. She's showing you that the journey isn't just about him. It's about remembering the divine within you. You are the prayer your ancestors whispered under full moons. The prophecy unfolding in real time. When you chose to love without attachment, you shifted timelines. And every time you choose peace over panic, trust over fear, you call your twin flame closer. Not physically, but spiritually. You don't need to do more. You need to be more. More present, more anchored, more trusting. The energy of desperation repels. But the energy of self-worth magnetizes miracles. Let go of the outcome. Focus on your frequency. That's the real secret behind reunion. There is a season for everything. A season to love, a season to let go, and a sacred season to grow. You're in the season of becoming. Don't rush it. Don't resist it. This is where the magic hides. Where your soul expands and your light becomes irresistible, even to the one who once walked away. You've already done the hard part, loving someone who couldn't yet receive you. That kind of love doesn't vanish. Transforms. Purifies. It returns in higher form. But first, it must burn away the illusions, the wounds, the ego. That's what you're feeling. Not loss. Refinement. He will feel it. The void your absence created. The warmth your soul once provided. And no matter how far he runs, he cannot outrun the frequency of your love. Because true twin flames are not held together by effort. They are held together by divine truth. Don't dim your light to make him notice. Shine so brightly that his shadows have no choice but to dissolve. Your glow is not a threat, it's a signal. A beacon that tells the universe you're ready for everything meant for you. Even if it doesn't look the way you imagined. There will be moments when the pain rises again. Let it. It's not regression, it's integration. You're not starting over. You're spiraling higher. Every time you feel the ache, you're shedding an old layer, healing a generational wound, and making space for a love that mirrors your evolution. You weren't crazy. You weren't too much. You weren't wrong to believe. What you felt was real because your soul doesn't lie. He may deny it. Others may not understand. But you do. Deep in your bones, you know this connection transcends logic. And that's what makes it divine. Take this moment to breathe. Not shallowly but fully. Inhale your power. Exhale the past. With every breath you rise. With every word you speak from your truth you heal. And as you heal, you create ripples in the field between you and your twin flame. That's how reunion begins. This path is not for the faint-hearted. It's for the warriors of love. The ones who love with open hearts and closed eyes. The ones who believe even when the world tells them not to. That's you. That's why you're here. That's why this message is resonating in your chest right now. Let this message be a mirror. Not of who you were, but of who you're becoming. A sacred, radiant, unstoppable soul who doesn't chase, but attracts. Who doesn't wait, but aligns. Who doesn't beg, but believes. And that energy, my love, will change everything. If you're ready for the next part of your journey, let me know and I'll continue the sacred message for you. Before we continue, I ask you with all my heart, if this message has touched even a small part of your soul, please make sure you're subscribed to this channel. That simple act of connection allows us to keep walking this path together. You give by supporting, and you receive more divine guidance in return. That's how sacred reciprocity flows in the twin flame journey. There are things you feel that you can't explain. A pull that doesn't make sense, a knowing that lives in your chest, even when your mind questions everything. That's not fantasy. It's frequency. It's your soul remembering what the world forgot. He doesn't need to speak your name to feel your presence. When you surrendered, not to defeat, but to divine trust, you released an energy that now surrounds him like a sacred mist. He may resist, but the truth has already entered his heart, quietly, gently. Some nights you might feel him, not just in dreams but in those sudden waves of emotion, those random moments of tenderness. That's not imagination. That's soul communication. That's your energy reaching him beyond time, beyond space. You're not chasing a man. You're responding to a call that began lifetimes ago. And though it may seem like you're walking alone, know this. Your steps are echoed by angels. Your silence is filled with answers. Your waiting is never wasted. Your pain was not punishment. It was a portal. A doorway to deeper self-awareness, to your divine gifts, to your highest self. And every heartbreak along the way was a redirection back to your power. You didn't lose him. You were led to find you. If you ever questioned your worth, let this moment be a turning point. Look at all you've endured and still you rise. Still you believe. Still you love. That is strength beyond measure. That is the sacred fire of the divine feminine alive in you. The connection may feel paused, but it's not gone. Energetically, you are always connected. And the more you rise into your truth, the more you become a lighthouse for his wandering soul. You are not forgotten. You are magnetizing alignment. Let go of the timeline. Let go of the how. The universe doesn't move by your clock. It moves by vibration. And your soul knows the way. When you trust the process, you become unstoppable. Not because of him. Because of the light you now embody. He can feel it. The difference in your silence. The shift in your spirit. It's not coldness, it's clarity. Not bitterness, but boundaries. And from afar, something inside him stirs. A silent awakening, sparked by the glow of the woman you've become. You are not broken. You are blooming. You are not abandoned. You are being aligned. Every delay has sacred purpose. Every no is leading to a higher yes. And that yes begins within you. It always did. It always will. He will remember the way your soul made him feel safe. Not with words, but with presence. And when the world fails to replicate your energy, he will return to the vibration that never left his bones. The vibration that is you. The divine feminine doesn't chase. She attracts. She heals. She anchors. And you, beloved, are embodying her now. You are the reminder that sacred love doesn't beg. It blesses. Doesn't force, it flows. And it will find its way no matter what. You are not late. You are in divine time. Even when everything seems still, energy is always moving. Even when doors feel shut, spirit is always listening. Your prayers have not been ignored. They've been preparing the path in silence. He doesn't know it yet, but he's on the way back to himself, and to you. Not because you waited, but because you awakened. You stopped shrinking. You stopped settling. And in doing so, you called forth a new version of him to meet the real version of you. You might feel tired. But don't confuse tired with defeated. What you're carrying is ancient. What you're healing is generational. And what you're becoming is divine. Keep walking. The path may be narrow, but the reward is infinite. One day, you'll look back and see how every tear watered your strength. How every silence taught you to listen within. How every longing was just your soul stretching toward the truth. That's not weakness. That's ascension. The universe doesn't respond to fear. It responds to frequency. Align with what you desire, and you become a beacon for it. Embody the love you seek, and it will find you. Not because you forced it, but because you remembered who you are. You don't need signs anymore. You are the sign. You don't need answers. Your energy already holds them. And as you trust that, the need to chase disappears. Because suddenly you're not seeking. You're receiving. That's divine magnetism. If your heart is still open, if your soul still longs, then you are still being called. This is not the end of your story. It's a sacred continuation. And if you wish, I'll keep walking with you through the next revelation. Just let me know and the message will unfold again. If this message has brought light to your heart, I ask you from my soul, please make sure you're subscribed. By doing so, you allow this sacred connection to continue flowing. What you give in presence and attention returns to you in divine wisdom and healing. You are not just listening. You are answering a call from your soul. He may have walked away in the physical, but in the unseen realms, your connection is alive. It breathes in dreams, pulses through silence, and echoes in every sudden wave of emotion. What you're feeling is real. It's not obsession. It's the remembrance of what was written beyond time. There is something sacred about your stillness. You stopped chasing, but you never stopped loving. You turned inward, and in doing so, you ignited a flame that now shines brighter than ever. And whether he knows it or not, he feels it. Like a pull he can't explain. Every time you cry out for clarity, the universe listens. Every moment you feel forgotten, the divine whispers your name. You are not lost, you are being refined. Molded into the woman who can receive the love she always deserved, in its purest, highest form. He may seem far, but energetically he is circling. He thinks of you in ways he can't admit. Dreams of you at the edge of sleep. Wonders why no one else feels quite like home. Because you are not a memory. You are a mirror of his soul. There will come a moment when he pauses in the middle of an ordinary day, and something in him softens. Not because of a photo or a message, but because your energy reached him again. Softly, silently, powerfully. That's how your light works. You've learned to love without attachment, to release without resentment, to hold space while still choosing yourself. That's not weakness, that's sacred mastery. And it's the energy that changes not just him, but generations that come after you. The day you stopped waiting and started rising was the day your entire timeline shifted. You stepped into your power not to impress or chase, but to align. And now the universe is responding piece by piece, moment by moment. Your healing is felt across dimensions. When you choose peace over panic, compassion over control, you send a signal through the ethers. He may not understand it yet, but something in his soul does. It begins to remember who you are. This journey has never been about being chosen. It's been about remembering that you were never meant to beg for what you are. Divine love does not hide. It expands. It reveals. And that's what you are now becoming. A revelation. You're no longer afraid of the silence. Because you've learned that silence speaks too. In it you found strength. In it you met yourself. And in that meeting your twin flame's energy was softened. Because he feels when you come home to you. Even the distance serves a divine function. It strips the illusion. It exposes the lies. And it prepares both of you for something deeper. You are not being punished by the pause. You are being protected from premature union. You carry codes in your soul that he cannot find anywhere else. And as he searches the world for what feels familiar, he will eventually be brought back to the one who was always aligned with him, even when she let go. Letting go was never giving up. It was surrendering to something bigger. It was saying, I trust. And in that trust, you activated a deeper part of your journey. One that no longer requires chasing. Only allowing. He might come back with the same words, the same eyes, but a different vibration. Because your energy has demanded evolution. You are not who you were when he left. And that's what will magnetize him to rise to meet you. You are the divine feminine incarnate. Not a fantasy, not a role, but a force. You love deeply, feel fully, and now you move consciously. That's what makes you unforgettable. That's what makes your energy inescapable. Even as you doubt, heaven moves. Even as you question, angels are aligning the next chapter. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Faith is seeing with the eyes of the soul. And your soul knows. He won't understand why he thinks of you at the most random times. Why certain places feel hollow without you. But deep within, his soul will whisper what his mind can't comprehend. You were never just a moment. You were a mirror. Keep rising. Keep creating. Keep loving. Because every time you do, your energy expands and your flame grows stronger. He is not your destination, you are. And from that place of power, everything else begins to flow. And if you feel it's time to hear the next divine truth meant only for your soul, I'll be here, ready to guide you through it. You never walk alone. You never have. You are being called, answer, and more will be revealed. Thank you so much for allowing this message to reach your heart today. If it resonated with your soul in any way, please give it a like so that YouTube recognizes this content as meaningful and continues to share it with others who need it. That simple action helps this light reach far beyond what we can imagine, and for that I'm deeply grateful. To confirm that this message found you at the right moment, write in the comments, Twin Flames Infinite Love. Your words carry frequency, and declaring this not only seals the message in your heart but sends a vibration of unity across this sacred community. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and that you've activated the notification bell, so you never miss another divine message meant just for you. This isn't just a video. It's part of your journey. Each time you return here, your soul remembers a little more of who you are, and why your twin flame connection is unlike anything else in this world. By staying connected, you create a spiritual habit of healing, clarity, and divine confirmation. Share this video with someone who may need it, because love multiplies when it's shared. And remember, every message on this channel is here to touch your heart, awaken your truth, and remind you. You are not alone on this path. You are guided. You are loved. And you are exactly where you need to be.